What is going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Mystery Knife Giveaway live event. I'm so glad that camera actually worked out. There's YouTube, every time I do this mobile live, man, YouTube throws me for a loop. But we're not tall or stretchy tonight. It's actually the right it's the right orientation. Please excuse the background with the tape on it. That slice. I can't remember when I cut the background there, but anyways, as the title suggests, we have 16 knives left of the original 20. Tonight there will be 2 winners, and each winner gets to select 2 prizes. If you're watching this in the future, we'll catch you next time. They're usually Friday evenings at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, sometimes at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and sometimes they're on Saturdays or Sundays because I have 3 kids and a wife, and I can't schedule everything perfectly. But tonight we were supposed to go look at something that we're considering purchasing, but then we decided that doesn't make sense because we need to go and we need to be able to test it out. We won't be able to do that tonight, so maybe tomorrow. But I had already listed it on Instagram as 8:30, so here we are. But that's fine. I hope you guys are okay with that. Glock. I guess I did tell you guys on Patreon. It's like, we're just looking. I like the idea of owning a boat. We're just looking. I got a lot of learning to do. I have 2 people in my neighborhood who own boats. My dad used to have a boat. I've got tons of friends who have boats. I've got plenty of people who can teach me. We're just looking right now. We found a boat with 600 engine hours on it. It looks like it's in pretty good shape, so maybe we're going to go look at it tomorrow. Ordered a compression lock gringo. It's called a vert lock or vertilock on the website, but it looks like confession. Yeah. So the actual, like the confession lock, I think there's just a joke. The vertilock is what they're actually calling it. And a tactile light switch pen, a turn light switch pen. Cool. Nice. You don't get zebra muscle in the gym. I sunburn. I don't tan. The last time I was even kind of tan was in high school because I was a lifeguard. Anybody who's ever seen that picture of me with the... If you dig deep enough on my Instagram, there's a picture of me as a junior in high school, and it's exactly what you'd think, like as far as the style, but then I have shoulder-length blonde hair. It is the goofiest... Oh my god. But like, I thought I was super cool, and I was a lifeguard. And that was the last time I was even I was kind of like a pink-orange. I didn't really get tan. Anymore, no. I got 2 modes. I got pasty and I got sunburned and then pasty anyway after it goes away. Where was I a lifeguard? In my hometown. Which, as the channel gets larger, I'm more reluctant to say. I live in Kansas, so I'll give you that. Everybody says it's a money pit, and that's the thing. Anything that's fun is a money pit. It's like what you put into it depends on what you get out of it. Like, I fully expect to have to dump money into it. I got a lot of those, you know? But this at least helps me generate income. But then those other purchases are like, it depends. I mean, if we go to the lake like 10 times a summer, well, yeah. Well, then it's worth it, you know? I want my kids to get to do that because we got to do that. I was fortunate. When I was a kid, we got to do that. My parents' best friends were the parents of my best friends. And growing up, they had a boat and they had a dock at the lake. And we went all the time. And we went fishing and tubing and learned about all the stuff that you do and don't do at a lake. You know? And I feel like that's part of like learning water safety and stuff like that. So, you love the purple. Me too. Me too. Oh, these went fast, didn't they? Oh, I did get one. Oh, you think that's the dagger? That ain't the dagger, bud. That ain't the dagger. I'm going to get that out here in a second. That's my newest acquisition. I bet somebody in here knows what that is. I bet somebody in here recognizes the handle and the sheath. If it was my dagger, it would have stingray inlays. Feeling like entry number 148 is lucky today. Goku, I'll tell you what, if you get to 200, you get to 200 and I'll hook you up with something. Okay? Can somebody help me out on the link? Open the description. Open the description. It says, enter here, live participation required. And there's a link. You just click on it. It's not a South Africa dagger, no. Somebody's got to know what that is. You guys act like 200's a crazy number. I live stream every weekend. Oh, Jeff B says, looks like Falkniving. Oh, Jeff. We'll show it here in a sec. Show the Herman. Do I only have one Herman? There it is. Throw it at a pallet. Probably not that one. TSA Herman. Show the Rosie? Sure. That's a Rosie XL. That's 900 bucks if you buy it from Oz. It is really nice though. Everybody always talks about how basic these look, but when you get anybody in here own a Rosie? I bet the first time you saw it, you thought, that's nice, but it looks basic. And then you get it and you go, oh my God. Like, it's crazy nice. And the XL is the way, this is the big one. This is the way to go. Yeah, that's a big fixed blade. That's a big boy fixed blade. That's a serious fixed blade. That's a Dutch Bushcraft Boys approved fixed blade. In fact, they played a role in that purchase. I've been talking with them on and off for a while. Super nice guys, by the way. I mean, could you guess the Dutch Bushcraft Boys were nice behind the curtains? Those guys are awesome. We were talking about Dragon Ball Z the other night. How much is the hinder on the right? What was that, guys? Was that $525? I think, for the Origin collab. Still trying to get a blackwash tie scale for that. I keep forgetting I have that other blackwash tie scale. I gotta find something to put that on. I got a tie scale from Hinder sitting over here in one of these shelves that I haven't done anything with yet. How much to show my feet? It's Tri-State. I don't know. Just start donating, Tri-State. I'll tell you when you're there. Let me look at my toenails. Are my toenails camera ready? Probably not. God, my feet are white. What's the knife left and slightly above the word Link? Oh, that's the Nimble X. You can buy this right now. This knife is amazing. Like, this knife is awesome. 6364 Magna Cut. Hollow ground. Perfect ergonomics. Amazing. And the flipper tab disappears. Because of that little... The frame is molded to accept it. Milled to accept it, whatever you want to say. Which Spyderco is below the drop bear? That's the Sage 6. I did finally take the other detent ball out of it, and it's still, like, I just adjusted it. But the action's far better. I recommend you do that. It's so easy to do. I'll show the fixed here in a bit. It's pretty cool. Mark Miller, thanks for your donation. Love your content. Just bought some OG scales for my Demco 20.5. Love them. They make awesome scales, and the 20.5 scales, I have some here as well. Very, very good. That's cool. I want them to make some Shark Cub scales. Maybe they already do. Beef Stick, what's up, man? Whip out the big ZT. This is that new 0203. This is the most ZT knife they've made in years. And it's on phosphor bronze too. Like, the action is really good. It's just, I don't know how this is doing. Maybe it's doing well. I don't know. I mean, like, this is what everybody wanted, but I don't know if people are buying it, you know? What everybody wants is that and like full titanium and a new lock. And ZT's sitting over there going, guys, we can't do that for less than like, you know, $400, like minimum. Probably $450, and then people won't buy it. People just, so many people do not understand how expensive it is to do something like that. The Shiro Astrum, Dill Pickle, what's up? Oh, Dill, you won my recent Patreon giveaway, didn't you? Yeah. Hey, your knife is, it's gonna get dropped. Oh no, it's shipped. Yeah, it's shipped. You actually, you don't have it yet, do you? I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe. You can email me. Show the Civivi. Is there a Civivi out here? Dude, I don't think there's a Civivi, man. There's no Civivi out here. You mean this? This is the Kaiser Drop Bear 2 with the compression lock. Awesome knife, by the way. I mean, like, I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's going to be gone by Sunday because I did a video covering this. The Drop Bear 2, like, you can find them on the website right now. I think there's one version left that's clip point on the Kaiser website. You can also find them on Amazon for about $50. AEBL or Nitro V. Yeah. Now, the problem is, they sent me two. One of them had excellent lock bar tension, and the other one had poor lock bar tension. And the one that had poor lock bar tension failed on the unboxing. I have to assume that was a goof up because Kaiser does not have a track record of being crappy with stuff like that. But just know, I got one directly from Kaiser with poor lock bar tension. This one has been incredible. Where's the open L? It's right here. I always keep it here in case I feel like throwing something against the wall. Anytime YouTube's just being stupid and crappy and I'm just really upset, I just huck that thing against the wall. I'm kidding. I don't do that. Oh, the big open L? That's right here. There's always people who've never seen this. I think these are kind of rare now, aren't they? The 13. It's like a tiny baseball bat with a blade on the end of it. It's really sharp. Like, it's crazy. That was me gently setting it down. Are you guys enjoying the TSA and the pallet stuff? Worst missed drop. Mine was the Damascus snafu. Yeah. My worst, the one that haunts me is the Damascus XM18. The Chad Nichols Damascus full titanium XM18. That haunts me. You like the pallet stuff? So I really did throw that divot tool and stick it in that avocado. That was the craziest. If you didn't know, there's a short on YouTube from, I don't know, I'm trying to estimate my distance. I think I was maybe 17 feet away. And after 6 throws of that divot tool, I stuck it in that avocado. So I bought a chest-mounted, like a camera mount for like a first-person body cam, so I can put my camera on me and throw those knives first person. I'm gonna kind of do like a kind of like first person, like Skyrim kind of, but we're throwing knives at the pallet. I'm going to try and mess around with that and see if that catches that, if that's fun. Kind of like a Metal Complex Simulator. It was like $17 on Amazon. I was like, oh my God, like I got to buy this. I'm only worried about audio because I jump around a lot when I get excited. I'm worried about audio and video. Like, the nice thing about the stationary camera is, number one, you can't see me. And that's on purpose because the whole idea is it's clearly a joke. I'm not trying to, like, be good at it. But, man, there's so many freaking goobers on YouTube Shorts and TikTok who are like, so the proper technique, Imagine being the type of person that watches that video and they're like, clearly this person needs to learn the ways of the master. I will teach the boy. Like, don't do that. If I'm hucking freaking divot tools at an avocado, don't try to teach me how to throw a knife. That's a guy who doesn't want to learn. Bradford Mitchell, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. You're awesome. I love it. You don't have to do that, but you keep doing it. I appreciate it. What's the large fixie? I'll show it here in a bit. That's the thing, like, I could learn. Let me tell you what happens if I get really good at throwing knives. People stop watching. Nobody wants to see me be good at it. Nobody cares. I mean, like, it'd be funny for a bit if I, like, randomly got really good at throwing knives. You don't want to see me be good at it. You want to see me miss a bunch of times in a row and have it edited all together like a how to basic video, and then periodically knives explode on the ground for no reason. That's what you guys want to see. Does he actually read anything I write? Adam? Len? Oh my gosh, he said it! Honey, come here! We gotta back the stream up, listen! Yeah, it's not entertaining. Listen, if I wanted to, I could edit the video to make it look like everything I do is amazing. I could stand 2 feet from that, just zoom it in, and just be like, nailed it every time. I could edit it that way. It's dumb. Mom! Mom, get the camera. Penguin Z0 responded to one of my questions on a live stream recently about Elden Ring. I couldn't believe it. It was early on in the stream, and there were only like, I say only, there was only like 4,000 people there. And I asked a question about Elden Ring, and he answered it. This was like 2 months ago. That was a me like wigging out over an actual... That was an actual internet celebrity. I am not. I am Metal Complex. I am a regular person. I'm wearing sweatpants and no socks. But I appreciate that you get excited. I just imagine you did in my head. Maybe you didn't. But Charlie actually did respond to one of my questions one time. Thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I am somebody. Everybody's somebody. I'm a celebrity. I don't know. So if I were to rank myself on YouTube fame, I am a C tier. I'm a C- tier YouTube personality. I don't think celebrity is the right word. I think I'm a personality on YouTube. C- rank. Welcome to Knights of the Round, Aaron Gregory. Appreciate that. Niche micro celebrity is the most accurate way to put that. And Terry, sorry if I mispronounced your name. Niche micro celebrity is the most accurate. I still don't like the word celebrity. A+ tier personality for sure. You guys are too kind. I appreciate the ego boost in my little echo chamber. It's very nice of you. Little echo chamber I've created to make myself feel good and special while I give free knives away to people. Robert Jones, thanks for your donation. I want to see a bunch of fake Swiss Army knives shot out of something. So I do have a friend who has a mini cannon, and I want to ask him how much that costs. The problem is that firing a mini cannon is a big problem. Is anybody... Hold on a second. Beefstick, what's up? Hey, MC Greg Medford sent me and said, you tell that boy up in Kansas City to stop saying my knives are overpriced. They are overbuilt and suck. Get it right. Did he actually say that? There's no way. He thinks number one, he thinks I live in Kansas City. You tell that boy up in Kansas City to stop saying my knives are overpriced. They're overbuilt and suck. Get it right. If he actually said that, that's actually really funny. I don't know I don't know if you're messing with me, Beef, because you mess with me a lot. And I think that's fine. I think you should keep doing that. But if he did, I would say, well, Greg, some of your knives are overpriced. Every interaction I've ever had personally with Greg Medford, I actually called his cell phone the other day to ask about a knife. Every interaction I've ever had personally with Greg Medford has been extremely professional. He's actually very nice, and he's not pompous or anything like that. I know he said some things that have bothered people, but my personal experience with him, he's been very nice. He has never personally requested that I look at any of his stuff. But he has the 187, which I think is appropriately priced, and a couple other models. He just has a couple of models where I'm like, why is this $300 more than your other similarly built stuff, you know? SocialBlade says you're a B tier. Oh, I'm a B tier on SocialBlade? Really? B is for best. That's cool. Okay, B tier on SocialBlade. Let me tell you something. SocialBlade doesn't accurately represent things. Have you seen their range for what they think I make? If you're not familiar with SocialBlade, SocialBlade has a hilarious estimated range of how much money we make. And it's ridiculous. This content creator makes anywhere from $2 to $17 million per month. Like, it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. I mean, they have my monthly view count and subscriber count pretty close. It's pretty close. Whatever they're using to estimate that is pretty close. I'm not a millionaire. I wish. I wouldn't have to worry about buying. I wouldn't have to be so concerned about going and looking at a boat. A used boat that's many years old, by the way. Not a new boat. He says deflecting his $5 million monthly income. If I was making $5 million a month, I can tell you the quality. I would hire a video editor so quickly. If my income increased by just like a couple thousand a month, I would probably hire a video editor. And I'd be like, can you just cut out all my bullshit and like edit it down to make it sound like I'm staying on topic? Don't make it sound like I know what I'm talking about. Just edit it down to where it's easier to digest. Here's $5 for your soon-to-be money pit of fiberglass. I appreciate that. Thank you. You hit 9,000. Giveaways Monday. Awesome. Rob's Nerdy Knives about to hit 10,000 subscribers. That's a major milestone. Did you get the Vandal that you wanted? I did not. I did. I did get it. All YouTube Shorts? It's not. It's half YouTube Shorts. Actually, so this month was 3 long form. YouTube Shorts always is more than my regular content. But here's the thing. I'm fine with that. I mean, it's easier to get people to watch YouTube Shorts, but it's not easy for anybody to do it. I think this month was 3.5 million views on standard content and 4.5 million views on YouTube Shorts. I'm okay with that because the 4.5 million views on YouTube Shorts pumps traffic to my regular content. It's all my content. I just do a mix of everything. Somebody in the comments tried to tell me that they're like, you're only popular because of your shorts. And I'm like, well, that's still my content. Like, I still made it. I'm still getting paid for that. Like, I'm happy with that. Listen, I'm happy to get 2,000 views on a review, and I'm also happy to get 2 million views on a YouTube short. Whatever. I just make the content I like and tell people to watch what they want. We have a visitor. Yeah, but I need it. What do you need it for? Oh, you don't need it for Harry Potter. Have your mom Bluetooth her phone to the speaker and play the book over her phone. Yeah, she was doing it last night. It's the same thing. Yeah. No, you don't need the iPad. You got food on your face. Come on. I need it for the stream, but your mom can use her phone. Have her Bluetooth it to the speaker. They're trying to listen to a Harry Potter book. They're listening to the 4th book. They've gotten through the first. My son read the first 3. My daughter has listened to the first 3. They're going to listen to the 4th one. I don't know what we were talking about. Oh yeah, shorts versus long form. Yeah, shorts are always going to win. Shorts, it's people are way more likely to watch shorts, but you still have to be captivating. That's a competitive space now. A stream on Monday? There's no stream on Monday on my channel. But maybe it's Rob's Nerdy Knives. That's probably the stream you heard about. Do I have another job? No, this is my full-time job. I've been full-time on YouTube for 5 years. Yeah. No signs of slowing down. I will be full-time YouTube for as long as I possibly can. If I'm forced to, then I'll go back to something. But nope, this is... not only is this what I want to do, but it's way better than anything I've ever done. Multiple times over. It used to be that I could run this channel working about 4 to 5 hours a day, but anymore I really do have to put in 8, sometimes 9 hours. Now, I work Monday through Friday. I give myself weekends off, and I give myself it's really funny, I actually only have time to give myself about 2 weeks off a year. So I work 8 to 9 hours a day. I work about 8 hours a day, average. Let me be reasonable. I work about 7 hours a day. I give myself 2 weeks off, and I give myself weekends off. So I work pretty hard. I try to really, put an effort into this channel. When's the last time I pulled out the Fenris? The other day I considered throwing it at the pallet, and I was like, no, I don't know. I have 2. There were people who got mad at me for throwing the toothpick. I have 2 of them. And I knew that Midgards would think that was funny. Because, by the way, it's totally fine. It survived it just fine. It's just scratched up. Like, who cares? But I don't know if I really want to do that to the Fenris. How would I rate the new Hoghouse Belly? I'll tell you when it gets here. They're sending me one. The winners were not announced. If you're just popping in, don't worry. We haven't drawn anything yet. We're going to draw. Honey, has he never read my comments? Do I exist? Carved fish, you do exist. I acknowledge your existence in front of 685 people. All right, you guys want to see the fixed blade? So, if you've never watched the video on this knife, they've got multiple videos on this knife, but the Dutch Bushcraft boys, they sold me on this. I love the videos that they did on this thing. They are completely unhinged. If you're new and you don't know who DBK is, let me treat you to like a gold mine of content tonight. The Dutch Bushcraft boys will probably be your new favorite knife channel if you've never heard of them. Most of you have heard of them. DBK is one of my absolute top favorite knife channels. They are amazing. They do actual testing and crazy stuff. They are ridiculous, super funny, completely unhinged. Just 2 dudes having fun in the forest. Sounds suggestive. It's not. They get a little suggestive sometimes. It's kind of funny. But they sold me on this knife. It's also, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful fixed blades that has ever existed. I have a weird mental block with fixed blades. For some reason, I am unwilling to spend more than like a couple $100s on a fixed blade. But I'll spend multiple thousands on a pocket knife and not think twice about it. I don't know why that is. I told myself, I'm like, you keep coming back to this fixed blade. You're gonna buy it. Just buy it. So I did. Let's appreciate this thing. Let's appreciate this sheath, man. Look at this. This is hardcore. You guys ready? You ready to see true beauty? Look at that tang. Look at that thick old tang, man. Oh, God, look at this beast. 295 thousandths of laminated COS. This is my apocalypse knife now. This is one of the most beautiful, not on top, not just that. This is one of the most comfortable knives. Like, this thing is insane. I cannot wait to use this. I'm going to use it. I was going to put it in my truck. It's kind of too big to put in my truck, but convex grind all the way down. Just barely a hint of a bevel down there. Look at this freaking stock, man. 295 thousandths. Big boy, purpose built. Mean. You should see what Dutch Bushcraft boys did with that thing. If you want to see that thing in action, if you want to see that thing pushed to its limits, dude, it performs so well on DBK. This was years ago. Oh, $600. And a lot of people point out you can get the Cold Steel Trailmaster for half that price. You can. And they're likely built in the same factory. The Cold Steel Trailmaster is laminated VG10, I think. It's a good knife. Like, they tested it alongside it, and it did really well. I think they still preferred this. Ultimately, one of them, I can't remember if it was Mickey, one of them preferred the Thor version. $600. $600 for a pocket knife, I don't really think too much about it, but on a fixed blade, it took me months to decide to make that purchase. I don't mind the billboarding because I still want to know that it's fault. Sometimes with certain billboarding, I want it on there. I don't mind it. Beautiful fixed blade. Ordered Trailmaster. I heard the Trailmaster's good. They're made in Japan. Falkniven's a Swedish company. I don't know if they do, like, they must do something in Sweden. I don't know if they, like, forge the core or something in Sweden and then they laminate it, or they clad it in Japan or what. I don't know. The knife's made in Japan. Bird Dog says, don't worry, Malachi, you'll never win. Everybody who ever won said that. The handle is insane. It is so comfortable. I just want to chop stuff, man. And this laminated COS apparently is like crazy. It just takes anything. Have you carried your Skaha 2 lately? Yes. Not as much as I did maybe a couple months ago, but yes. Just got it. The pivot action is crazy. Yes. The detent nub is a plus. Ordered a second one. I liked it so much. Excuse me. Sorry. The Skaha 2 is definitely a knife that people should try. If they have the budget for it, yeah, you should try it. David Wamsley said, yeah, it took only 5 years to win. If you ever see Bruce Levering in here, talk to him about wins. Bruce Levering is the only person who won my live stream not twice, but 3 times. Again, his early wins were lower population. His third win, though, he felt guilty and he gave it to someone else. Bruce Levering. Still like your Neo Sabers? Greg, not only do I still like them, but I got one coming. A friend reached out, somebody affiliated, and said, would you like this? And I said yes, because I think it's either their most expensive or one of their most expensive. I'm going to give you a little hint. I have a $600 lightsaber coming in. I'm not going to hint at that anywhere else. I'm just going to tell you guys, it is crazy. I will show it on the channel. I can't wait. It's probably going to be, it'll probably be here in like a month. What color? All of the colors. It's programmable. It's the full spectrum. Full programmable sound effects, programmable light effects, clash effects. But it's got a little extra thing. It's got a little extra fun thing that's not typical on lightsabers. You got so many, dude, I can understand why people get into those. After handling, so I've got 3 from NeoPixel. After handling those things, I was like, dude, this has gotten serious. These things are no longer like plastic and like you put batteries in. Dude, no, they're crazy. My kids on the 4th of July, they beat those NeoPixels. They went out there and dueled hard. The neighbors were swinging those things like a baseball bat against the lamppost. They're totally fine. These things are fully dual red. They're amazing. Does the lightsaber say China stainless on it? I mean, I'm sure they're made in China. I'm sure they are. Have to be. You made lightsabers at Disneyland? That's cool. Yeah, so the pink and purple one is the Null Vandal launch exclusive in the deep etch double polished Damasteel. And that's crystal titanium, which is a more expensive process. Doesn't crystallizing the titanium technically make it more durable in some way? Can somebody clarify? I don't know if it's like a meaningful way, like when the end result is a pocket knife. Doesn't it technically make the titanium more durable? Or am I making that up? Bring them a Blade Show whenever you go on a duel viewers for content. Give away knife stuff to winners. That's a funny idea. This tip is free this time, MC. It's a good idea. How's the Nimble X? It's amazing. If that's in your budget, you should buy it. The Nimble X is incredible. I think you can actually buy it right now. I mean, I would appreciate it if you use my link. If you can't find my link, then whatever. But yeah, the Nimble X is awesome. I have more knives that I can... Dude, I have so much stuff that I need to give away. I'm drowning in knives. It's a good problem to have, but that's why I do these streams. I love streaming, but I also like to give stuff away. Mopad says he'll be retiring by the time he makes it to Blade Show. I've talked about this many times. I think it's probably a false worry. I'm very social and I like to meet people. I have never experienced a setting where a lot of people know me. I don't know what that's like. It's very possible that I could go to Blade Show and announce my presence and no one would care. And that would be really great. I would love to meet people. I would not like to meet like 40 people all at once. That would be a little bit intense. So I'm probably worried about nothing. And this is not the reason that I haven't gone. It's because we have kids and kid life is crazy. We have a new one. I've got a 1-year-old. Love the channel. Thank you very much, Robert. But the idea of suddenly being overwhelmed is a little bit scary. And I feel like most people can kind of understand that. If I do go to Blade Show, you should not expect a lot of like the typical like, here we are at the Hogue booth, we got bit. I'm not going to do that. I might do a short compilation of cool stuff that I found. It's very likely that I would attend Blade Show in a baseball cap, worn low, and not really like make a big fuss about it. Because I would like to go as a spectator and meet a few people, you know, fans of the channel, some knife makers, stuff like that. I don't know that I would want to like go and parade my channel around. Y'all want some more MC trolling? Sniff underscore my underscore beef. I have nothing of value over there. I don't know what that means. All right. He is a troll, but he's a nice troll. Gotta be honest, MC, it might be more of a pain than it's worth for your personality. You'll get a lot of attention, and 90% of what's there gets sent your way anyway. By Sunday, I'm kind of bored. I mean, I want to go once, and I do want to meet people. I just don't want. I don't want to make it look like I don't want to make it look like I'm trying to announce myself, and I also don't want to be in that situation. Rich Campbell, thanks for your donation. Urban sees as a Saga version of the Nimble X. Check it out. I will check that out. That's really cool. And also, thank you for that very generous donation. Titanium Justin, did you get my email? I don't know if I got your email. You might want to resend it. Don't be Neves. I don't know. I feel like Neves does a good job. Is Neves... I don't feel like Neves is annoying. I mean, I'm not there, but I've watched some of his Blade Show content. It seems like people really like to interact with him. I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it because it's cringe. I'm saying I'm not comfortable doing that type of content. I'm not coming down on any content creators who do that. Melissa does a great job. Neves does a great job. Best Handmade C does a great... Or not Best... Well, he does too. But Everyday City Carry. Like, they all do a great job, but they like to do that. Maybe they're a lot more social than I am. Giving away one of my 2 Excalibur rocks made by Scott Hoffman on Monday. My favorite fixed blade is the Quiet Carry Mark. So good that I got one for my son. I think you'd love it. I might love it. Thank you for your donation there. That's really cool. Make sure you check out his giveaway on Monday. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I feel like everybody who's ever told me they met Neves said he was really nice. I can't imagine he wouldn't be nice. I'd like to think I would be nice. I just am I'm a little nervous about going. You know, it's kind of put yourself in my shoes. It might be kind of scary. I'm a regular person going to a place where a lot of people know who I am. Or nobody gives a shit and I'm worried about nothing. That's an internal battle. Neves gave me a best deck in his BS video. That's cool. Sounds like something he'd do. I feel like most people would like people more after they meet them. You get a really weird boxed in perspective on people online, you know? Yeah. I feel like I don't know why he wouldn't be cool. I don't mind that type of content. I think that type of content is very important. People want that, like, full-on content creator interaction. They want to see, like, what's going on. They want to see people excited. I'm not the person to deliver that, but it has its place, and it's important. It should be there. I'm just not the content creator who's going to do it. And I've reiterated many times to companies, if I go, I'll shake your hand, but don't expect me to do a segment with you. I'm not going to do that. I'd like to meet you. I'd like to meet the person and the people, but I don't want to make it a promotion. New email sent. All right, I'll try and remember to check. Neves' new design is a little ... Maybe he's better off designing one knife a year and cutting back on the gold jewelry and cigar promos. I mean, he's doing his thing, man. Like, Beef, you can appreciate the dude just living his best life. He's doing what he loves doing. And probably knowing full well that not everybody's going to love everything. He's making what he wants and accepting whoever likes it, they like it. And the bonus is he gets to make money on it too. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. This is some really, like, this is anxiety music. I don't like this at all. I liked the designs he sent me. Does this sharpening tool suck? I'm not worried about people coming up and asking me knife questions to expose whether or not I know what I know. I think people think I'll be like, oh, dude, I'm just a regular Joe who likes to talk about his preferences with knives. I don't claim to be a professional of anything. I think a lot of people would love to like jump scare me with that stuff, and that won't work because I'll be like, no, I have no idea. Like, yeah, I think it's neat, but if you don't like it, that's fine. I'm just a guy who talks about stuff on a table. I own 2 pairs of dress pants, man. I don't do anything professional. What's the best budget entry-level Spyderco? The Polestar is pretty good. You could say the Tenacious, but Spyderco figured that out and they charge too much for it. Yeah, what's the HRC on? I would just say, but I have no idea. I would never try to fake it. I would just be like, I have no idea. If I don't know, I'm going to say I don't know. I'll give an opinion, but I'd never state it as fact. Do you think Ink will ever get a smaller... Oh, you think we'll get a smaller MSI? I feel like almost certainly we will, Mark. I feel like Microtech's probably got that in the works. They'd be silly not to. A 7.5-inch MSI is probably a good idea. One of the biggest things that I have considered, one of the biggest things that I fear is getting pocket checked by somebody like Melissa or Neves. Or like, what are you carrying? And like, it's like, what do I carry to Blade Show? Probably a hinderer. Probably. That's probably what I'd carry. My XM, my full tie XM non-flipper. James Mazzoni, thanks for your donation. I assume I'm pronouncing your name correctly. So I got your awesome Excalibur, and I have a Shark Cub on the way. I don't know what to get next. Do you have any suggestions? And did you get that Koenig yet? I did not get the Koenig. Honestly, man, if you like my Excalibur, if you really like it, the Nimble. It's not a copy. I said this many times in the full review. I said it's not copy. They had this profile before I did it. This is the culmination of a ton of knife preferences that just resonate with a lot of people. We just came to a lot of the same conclusions. Like, yeah, now they're still doing their own thing, largely. And I think they do a lot of stuff better than me. But like, yeah, like, dude, if you like my Excalibur, go for the Nimble, man. It's really good. I love it. I've been carrying it nonstop. Where was this? Right here. Show a good work knife. A good work knife. Vision FG. Or you can go with this is the old one, but the Drop Bear utility. If you need the utility blades, that's pretty good. The new one has a easy release system, I'm pretty sure. That's the way it looked in the pictures anyway. Budget full Zerk tie. What would you recommend? I have QSP Penguin from Kaviso and another Zerk tie. You want to add Zerkatai to something? Budget full Zerkatai? Or you mean zirconium and titanium combined? I'm Jason Henry. I guess I just need more context on your question. I really feel bad because you paid for the question. I just don't understand it. I'm sorry. Ursus Q95 or Rob Johnson. That's a tough... You got to go with the one that looks the best to you. The Rob Johnson, like, this is set up better, like, as a daily user. But I also just really like this because it's such an... You get that full Shirogorov experience for nowhere near the price of a standard Shirogorov. You got to go with the one that you like the best. Like, there's no correct answer to that. I'm your #1 fan, an archaeologist, and while I'm in the field, I would watch your videos, and you got me into knives, collecting them. Next TSA video when? Dude, that's awesome. I love hearing that. I love knowing that I'm background entertainment, because I have a lot of channels that I put on to entertain myself in the background, like Papa Mead and Asmongold and Penguin Z0. I put them on in the background. So I appreciate that. Next TSA videos tomorrow morning. The giveaway's coming up. Don't worry. You didn't miss anything. The giveaway's coming up. If you put me on, I think the reason that people put me on to listen to is because I don't really ever stop talking. And that works against me sometimes because a lot of my reviews, a lot of my 20-minute reviews can definitely, like a lot of people have commented like this could have been reduced to a 5-minute video. And yeah, you're right. I think it could be reduced to a 10-minute video, but I like to talk and I don't want to over edit myself. I want people to just come here and be like, this is how this guy is and this is just what he does. But I like the people who do appreciate that. I like that. I create a lot of noise and I don't create a lot of dead silence. Even if I'm not really saying anything, at least there's noise. And I think in a weird way, some people find comfort with that. Like Asmongold, for example, he reiterates a lot of the same stuff over and over again. And let me tell you, just because I watch him doesn't mean I agree with everything he says. But he does make a lot of noise. And my brain who needs noise, I kind of appreciate that. And he says a lot of funny stuff. Yeah. I know that a lot of times I'm not really saying anything. Or I'm saying the same thing over again. I know that. I do rewatch my content and I go, oh my God, dude, come on. Like, get to the point. But I also know that sometimes you want that. Sometimes people find comfort in that. Part of the reason I haven't changed this channel very much over time is because people take comfort in knowing that certain things don't change. So I try really hard to not change unless it's absolutely necessary. My voice isn't irritating. I like that. A lot of people say it's like Tom Hanks, but played through a kazoo. That was one of the funniest comments I ever read. They're like, it's like Tom Hanks, but his voice is played through a kazoo. And I was like, yeah, I mean, like, that's pretty correct. I do the hyper editing on the shorts. That's why I started creating those videos. I'm like, maybe there's parts of my content people would like if it's edited down and it's like super unhinged, you know? As long as it's not singing, I agree. Yeah, nobody really likes the singing. But yeah, like... Wilson! Wilson! Okay. I don't even know how to say that word. Do I smoke? No, I do not. I never have. I had a cigarette one time at a bar. And I was like, this is gross. I'm not coming down on... Oh, my voice cracked a little bit there. I'm not coming down on anybody who does smoke. Like, live your life. Do whatever you want. I don't smoke. I don't like the smell of it. I also was a car salesman for a while. We sold new and used vehicles, and I cannot tell you how difficult it was, how frustrating it was to get a vehicle traded in. I'm like, I have to try to sell this. And like, it's been fully detailed and cleaned out, and you can smell it. Do you want to know how much you're depreciating your vehicle? When it comes time to trade it in, the moment, not even when they open the door, the moment you pull up, we can smell it. We know, we're like, we're knocking $2K off of our offer for it being a smoker right away. Don't forget to hit the like button. I mean, like, again, I'm not coming down if you're smoking. I'm just telling, that's the reality of it. MC, if I attend the next Play Show, lunch is on me with some beers, I like that. That sounds great. I mean, I'm going to pay for it, but that's cool that you offered. Been designing with Ryk on some collabs, so I'm excited to meet everyone. That's awesome. Cool, man. Thanks for your support. You helped me get to 1,000 subs. Now I'm about to pass 1,700. Good, good. I'm happy for your success. I'm just saying, man. You pull up in a smoker and you got bald tires and it's clicking. Don't expect a lot of negotiation on it. I mean, that's not even like a salesman advice. That should just be common knowledge. You don't have a lot of negotiation power. When will we get a non-integral Excalibur? That is next on the list. As soon as they're so they told me like maybe they told me a month ago, like maybe the next month, and A month before that, maybe the next month. They're trying to figure everything out. I think a lot of companies are experiencing hiccups in production lines, especially stuff from China, obviously. We're doing what we can. It's not ready yet. What do I do for insurance? We had to calculate that. We had to set up a policy that covered like what I had, and I had to like estimate the value of everything. Would it have a backspacer? I don't know. It depends on how much the cost. Like, I talked to Sergio about that. I'm like, listen, if the cost would be dramatically reduced, like by, let's say the cost would be reduced by $15 if we did standoffs versus a backspacer, then let's go standoffs. Like whatever we can do to make the price as low as possible, because I really want to hit that $250 price point. A backspacer would be cool, but I'm not going to jam that down everyone's throat. You know, 15, 20 bucks difference, like people would just be like, screw the backspacer. Yeah, it fully depends on the cost. Anything that we can do to deliver that full Excalibur experience and minimize the cost, I'm for it. Yeah. We could probably develop like an integrated backspacer that you could buy separately. I don't know. That adds labor and cost to Kunwu's production, you know. They have to take time to develop that and then manufacture it too. If Kunwu was only developing Excalibur, you guys would have 8 versions of it right now. But they have so many other knives. The new Excalibur, the one that's the compression lock that's coming, will be an L-Max. And it will be properly heat treated. Roll pins on everything, I kind of like that idea too. Thinking about a Rosie, thoughts? It's awesome. You're going to pay a lot of money for it. You'll like it. If you finally buy it, you're going to like it. I mean, and listen, this is true of every knife that everybody has ever obsessed over. If you got a knife that you've been thinking about for like 6 months, you're going to buy it. Every knife that I have ever like constantly returned to and I keep checking, I'm like, oh, it's available. I won't. You know, you're up, you're scrolling at 1 a.m. and you go back and you look at, you're gonna buy it. It might be, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a year from now, you're gonna. If you have the funds, if you've budgeted correctly, just get it. Get it out of the way. Stop torturing yourself. It's gonna happen. People have this like mental internal dialogue with themselves about like the responsible purchase and is this the right... If you keep coming back to it, it's gonna happen. You're gonna sell yourself on it. You are only gonna find more reasons to buy it. If you have budgeted properly for it, just buy it and get it out of the way. But not if you're broke, I agree. If you can't afford it, then don't buy it, obviously. Yeah, 100%. Thousand watching, only 400 likes? I know! My screen says 5 likes. It's good to know 400 likes. Yeah, I'd appreciate some more likes. That'd be cool. Don't call people poor. That's such a stupid internet thing, like poor. I don't like that. Don't call people poor. Not everybody has the same financial situation, Chet. I'm sure you're a nice guy. I don't think that was a very nice comment. People are in different financial situations. There's nothing wrong with not having enough money for the things that you want. Prioritize. Nah, don't apologize, Chad. It's all right. I knew that was a comment coming from somebody who probably was self-aware, and they're just tossing that out there. But we shouldn't repeat it. That should be a trend that's killed. Knives be like, can I be your financial struggle? Sorry, Crint. Yeah, I mean, that's right. Yeah. You don't have to have money to buy things. I'm sure there's some underlying meaning there. I haven't grasped it. MC, I blame you for my knife addiction. I feel like many people in here blame me for their knife addiction because I help people rationalize it. Thanks for your donation. The thing that I do on this channel is I project all of my internal rationalizations and I spread them out and I go over them in intricate detail. And I allow people from many walks of life to latch on to things that make sense to them. In many ways, you could say this guy is the most ultimately programmed knife salesman of all time. But the reality of it is, I'm just stream of consciousness, and it ends up making people want to buy knives. And I'm fully aware of it. I'm telling you the actual truth. I'll never tell you something that I don't think, but I over-explain everything, and I say, here's how I arrived at this conclusion. And people go, oh yeah, that does make sense. I guess I will buy that thing I want. That's exactly what happened to 99% of you when you discover this channel. You're like, I ain't never spending more than $50 on a knife. And you're like, this guy has a good point. I'm going to spend $500 on this knife. I'm not trying to pressure people, but that's what happens. You go, ooh, shiny twice a day. You could reduce it to that. That's fair. I mean, I do. There's a lot of other words in there that don't really have a lot of weight to them, but like, yeah, you could reduce. That's a fair reduction. The baseline thing here is that you already like knife. You like knife. That's why you click. I like knife. My name Bill. I like knife. I want knife. And then you've presented me with a bunch of voids. Present me with your reasoning, good sir. Even if I didn't come in here saying please do it. But you have a bunch of voids. You have a bunch of things, open slots for me to put materia in. And these materias are, here's a reason to buy this. And you go, thank you. And then you use those for justification to buy something. I want to see CRKT from you at 600K and just sparked my knife addiction severely. I have to blame you. Partially also ADHD hyperfocus is to blame. Yeah. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. I also apologize for sparking that. I'm poor. I work fast food. I own 10 knives, 300 and 700. I mean, listen, Uriah lost. If you're happy, that's all that matters. As long as you can afford the necessities in life, if you are able to pay your bills. I've said this many times, and I feel like people don't know that I say this. You do whatever you want with your money. If you can pay all of your bills, you're able to save some money and also invest some money monthly, and you still have money left over, then I feel like then you can justify spending that excess. Now, ask me when I was 27 and I had $17 in my bank account. I would have said, well, I'm going to buy cheap beer and Taco Bell, and then we're just going to roll the dice and see how the rest of the month goes. That was me, and I get that. So I don't really want to preach. This is my position now, but I think people can just kind of make their own choices and learn their own lessons, you know? You thought I was 27 now? No, it's because mentally I'm 24. I'm 38. I'm 38. I'm a 38-year-old man who threw a divot tool at an avocado the other day. For views. Should start investing in real estate? Kind of am. Thank you very much to the gentleman who just sent the memberships. Roman Greg, thank you for those memberships. God, you're old. Man, the average age in here is 38. Don't give me that. I know my demographic. And after you spend all the money, you survive and live another day, well, then you do it again and you keep living. It's crazy. I agree, yeah. Right, lost. Comparison is the thief of joy. I'm very happy. That's good. That's good. If you're happy. If you're not happy, you have to adjust. If you're happy, there's not necessarily any reason to adjust. Yeah, look at this. Dude, 38's... Maybe I'm slightly over the average, but, like, look at the age range in here, guys. Come on now. I'm young in here. Or I'm average. Eric Iverson, thanks for your donation. What time is it? 9:36. What'd we start? We started at 8:30. Oh, giveaway's coming up, guys. Damn, Peter is 137 years old. All right, don't. All right, I get it. Yeah, you're all. I get it. You're all old. Whatever. We're all millennials and boomers. Told you, my friend, you look like Walmart Chris Pratt. She agreed and said you seem knowledgeable on the sharp and pointy, though. She doesn't know you're a giant goober, but our favorite one. I am a giant goober. That's fair. Thank you. Tell her I said hi. Nah, I shouldn't say boomer. Millennial and Gen X, primarily. There's some Gen Z in here. There's a couple Gen Z in here. A few Gen Z, but it's Millennial and Gen X, mostly. A lot of my references catch on with Millennial and Gen X. Timu, Chris Pratt. That's harsh, man. Timu? No. Yeah, I get the Chris Pratt thing a lot. If I go to a restaurant, like the server will tell me that. I have a little less hair than Chris Pratt. Turning 38 on Monday, definitely still a kid. Yeah, I think that's what's cool. Like 38. Thanks for your donation, Eric. 38, like 30 years ago, was like a full-on like professional adult. 38 now is just like a 25-year-old. We don't like. I stopped mentally aging it. I think the stuff I thought was funny in my mid-20s is still funny now. I still go back and watch Dragon's Ball PP sometimes, and I go, this is hilarious. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Who are you supposed to be? And then the arm goes straight. I don't even know why I think it's funny, but my brain still works like that. Chris Pratt had a kid with John Cena? Alright, that's a really strange comment. Oh, you mean that's what I look like? Okay, yeah. You got me into knives. Gen X. Cool, thanks, man. Thanks, Jason. Still like feel like I'm 30. I mean, age is like... I don't think you have to start acting a different way. Like, act your age is such a nonsense... That's one of those lines I don't like. Act your age. I also don't like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Like, stop blanket affecting things just so that you can feel superior in this like perfectly selective situation. Shut up. People who say that, I'm like, you deserve a perfectly crafted lemon meringue pie to the face for saying that. I observed somebody doing something that I would have done given the same circumstances. But from an outside perspective, I can now see that the outcome was not optimal for this person. AKA, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You idiot. You only say that because you've done it. Sorry. There's a bunch of old, like, sayings... They're just like blanket effect. Like people like weaponize them to make themselves feel good. some people in here sweating like I say that all the time. I say that to my grandkids all the time. Is there a minimal complex for Reddit to congregate and conspire? No, but there's a lot of people on Reddit who do not like me. If you want some fun reads, just type Reddit Metal Complex Knives, and you can read all the comments of people who really hate my guts. If you haven't watched Spaceballs, I'm old at 43. I love Spaceballs. There's a lot. Yeah, they don't like anything, but man, like, you know, yeah. Sometimes I'll go through there and read, and it doesn't affect my content. There are some fair takes about me on Reddit, but there's some people who just are like, just hate me, you know, or they're mad. Like, they left a comment, and then I left a reply that they didn't like, so they went to vent on Reddit. That's usually what you see. Yeah. I think Reddit also knows that nobody really takes the majority seriously there. But then again, like, where is something taken completely seriously? You can't come to my channel and take me completely seriously. I mean, I make everything a joke. You can't really go anywhere and be like, yeah, this is the place where logic and reason, like, culminate online. Nowhere does that happen. It's just various echo chambers. You just pick the echo chamber that you like the most. Dreamweaver, thanks for the memberships there. You still, as a content creator, have the responsibility of you know, sending what you truly believe is the right message to your audience. If you're some sort of public figure in any capacity, minor or major, you still have a responsibility to make sure that what you're saying to people, if it's going to direct their actions, you still have a responsibility. To make sure that what you're saying is in the best interest of the people who digest your content. And I try to do that. I'm not perfectly successful at it, but I do try to do that every single time I talk or make content. And then sometimes I throw a divot tool into an avocado. That doesn't mean anything, right? That's just for fun. I do think this way, but the problem is that the vast majority of the time, people don't understand that I think this way. They just think I'm some goober just screaming into the internet, you know, vista. I do think this way. It's just mostly like the idea behind what I'm saying is mostly background. Anyways, I'm new to the knife world. I've bought around 15 knives in the last 3 weeks. Help. Godspeed. Godspeed, brother. That's how it goes. I did not do the knives yet. Don't worry. It's 9:43. It's actually... So, I haven't gone to the bathroom yet. Give me a sec. So, this is the moment where you need to take the time to do this. There's about 1,100 people in here. I'm about to draw for prizes, okay? If you have not done the thing on this square, you have to do it. You have to click the thing and go to the thing and leave the comment. So, do this while I go pee, and then I will be back and I will give somebody knives, okay? I'll be right back. Okay. Who's ready to win some knives? It could literally be any of you at this point. It could be you. You don't know. Is this empty? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's start moving stuff. Actually, we don't really have to do that, do we? No. We can just move the pouches out here. Everything's safe. Oh, can I fit them all in this nice, neat little space? I can. Oh, that's perfect. Let's just squeeze them all in here. OG XL with no safety. One of 10 or 9 in existence with Zerkatai from Crane's Cutlery. That's an old one. I think that's a low serial number too. What does it say? Serial number 2, 2022. That's an old one there, guys. I've got some treasures. I got some weird treasures here. I forget sometimes that some of these acquisitions were like OG. I don't know what I'm saying. Am I flexing? Is that what I'm doing? I'm not really. I'm just talking. Hold on. Give me a sec. I'm loading up the link. I'm not being awkward. I'm loading the link. I didn't run out of stuff to say. I've got plenty of stuff to say. I'm just trying to get the link. No music either. Here we go. Okay. Loading up comment picker. Hold on. Back to tool. Here we go. 2 winners tonight. You get to pick 2 pouches. There's a lot of premium stuff left in there. But there's also some budget and mid-range stuff in there. And whatever you win, it's going to be cool. Okay? So, here is the comment picker website, which I have to pay for now. And here's the link right there. There's the link you all entered under. So, the filter is on. Right there. Let's go ahead and get the total comments. Probably 12 to 1,300. 1,284 comments. The first winner this evening is Shines LQ60B. Frankie, for the opportunity of being a part of something special and even better, a huge knife community family. It's a very wholesome comment. A purple S is what we're looking for. Calm down, calm down. Let them speak so we can find them. Slow down in the chat. We must find this gentle sir or madam. Come on now, you don't want to be the one who's not here. There's only like 80 people not here. You don't want to be one of those. Make yourself known. Spam chat if this is you. Hold on, they get 2 minutes. What time is it? I'll give them till 9:51. It happens sometimes, guys. That's how you know it's legit. It's not a bot because it's an unlisted video and you have to click the link to get into it. It's not a bot. Hold on. It's always a tragedy when they're not here. It's a nice comment, too. I think that was TMNT, yeah. I think so. Bot-like. Hold on. Stop saying they're here if they're not here. Like, don't do that. I mean, yeah, eventually we are going to deal with that, guys. Like, I don't know what's going to happen the next couple of years with AI. Like, I don't know. I'm not prepared. So, I mean, there's a good chance I'll have to overhaul my channel. S. Hines. Oh, they are. Are you actually here? Is that you? Yeah, that's a purple S. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, that's them. They're here. Yep. They're here. Awesome. Congratulations. You've won. I need everybody else to be quiet, and while this person selects one from the top, one from the bottom, 2 up top, 2 down below, 1 through 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1 through 8, 1 through 8, left to right. Give me 2 numbers. Yeah, I got you. I know chat's lagging a bit, so they're just reiterating that they're here. Let them speak. I do appreciate you guys being cool about that and calming down and letting them talk. It's very courteous of you. Do I wipe or let it crust? I tend to wipe. Thanks, Bruce. I know, I got you. You're good. I got you. I'm getting the lag. We're getting all the I'm here's now. I think comments are 20 seconds behind. Top, 2 top, 5 bottoms. 2 top, 5 bottoms. This does feel like a knife. This also coincidentally does feel like a knife. We got one of the CJRBs. I do not know what this is. AR RPM 9, G10, and thumb studs. Congratulations. Second knife. Oh! You got 2 CJRBs. We got the recoil lock. So this is a crossbar lock with the little tab on the back, like the Demco, right? But it's crossbar lock. Congratulations. Got 2 knives right here. Actually, 2 great little budget knives. Let me give you the email here. Email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the 2 knives that you won. Given that I didn't tell you the names because I can't remember them, just say the 2 CJRBs. That'll be fine. Don't freak out if I don't email you until Friday of next week. That's just when I do the shipping. So that's all you have to do. Congratulations. Hold your horses. We got one more. One more winner for this evening. We're now at 7 and 7. The final winner of this evening is Steve-7501. I'm here. He's got puzzle pieces. That should be an easy person to find. This is who we're looking for. Congratulations, Steve-el. He says, I'm here. He's right there immediately. That guy's got no lag. That guy's got powerful internet. That guy's got Ultra Instinct internet. Congratulations. 7 up top, 7 on the bottom. 2 up top, 2 on the bottom. 1 top, 1 bottom. You give me 2 numbers. Okay? Oh, I saw his pick. Darn it. You guys. Celebrating top 4, bottom 7 is what he chose. Top 4, bottom 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, the 7 would be the last one. That's a heavy one. There's a knife in there. There's a knife in here, too. Oh! Golden, that's a premium. Golden Design Works. Help me out. Help me out. This is a nice one. What is this? Help me out. We got to name this. Yeah, it's a nice one. Caliber. What's this in? Either M390 or MagnaCut. I do have the box for this. This is a nice one. This is a button-operated... Might be a compression lock. No, it's a button-operated liner lock. Button-operated liner lock, that's a nice knife. Premium all the way around. Not cheap. What's the second one? Ooh, that's one of the ones that was gifted to me when I gave that guy. So this is fish. Oh my god. They make. God dang it! They made one of the best budget knives years ago. Carbon fiber and G10, and then we have K110. Petrified fish. Petrified fish. Nice big old flipper. Liner, nice action. That's a good win. Solid win. Congratulations. Where's that thing? There it is. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name and your shipping information. You won the Golden Design Works and the Petrified Fish. First and last name, shipping information, and the 2 knives that you won. I will email you back no later than Friday of next week with your tracking and stuff. Congrats. So concludes another Metal Complex Mystery Knife giveaway thing. Live Pokemon cards, but it's knives. But then the odds are way better. Actually, no, they're probably not. If your name is drawn, your odds of winning something awesome are really good. Because I packed those things with a bunch of premiums. Type 1 if you're here from TikTok. I like to gauge that. Type 1 if you found me on TikTok. I have 250,000 followers on TikTok for some reason. Thank you to everybody who follows me on TikTok. I didn't expect to be a big deal over there. Glock. Shut up. Nobody from TikTok. Everybody on TikTok's like, do you give away knives? I'm like, yeah. And they don't, no, come on. If you're a 2-year night. Nobody from TikTok. Some nights we'll get a few folks in here from TikTok, not often. It's hard. Like, creating content for TikTok is easy on TikTok. Getting them to come to YouTube, man, they just don't want to do it. I just started making stuff over there, and then, it just took off. I think so when I jumped on TikTok, there were 9 fake Metal Complex accounts. All with, one of them had 1,000 followers. I was like, oh man, my name's being used over there. I should probably make an account. And it just exploded. I think, so somebody said, Level 1 Up said, you found me during the lockdowns. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people discovered this channel during the lockdowns. Because I was making essentially daily content. And a lot of people who were locked down and bored found the knife hobby through my channel. And I was, not that it was a fortunate time for people, but it was a fortunate time for me to create content. Because people were wanting to digest this type of content. People were getting into collection hobbies and things like that. And so this channel erupted, especially right around 2020. So I feel like maybe a lot of you found me during that time. You're here from LimeWire? Did we just end the playlist? No, we didn't. This doesn't feel like Nintendo music. We killed that playlist. Yeah, we killed the playlist at the exact moment that the live stream ended. That's it, guys. Let me give away the music's over. Let me give away, it's perfect. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. Let me give away some memberships here. It's weird without music, isn't it? Here's 20 memberships from me for those folks who like to hang out just a little bit longer to see if I do something weird or give something else away. I know you guys you like to stay after the credits. I know. 20 from me. Thank you so much for hanging out. Wouldn't it be weird if I did live stream suddenly with no music and just didn't acknowledge it? It's listen to this weirdness right now. There's nothing. You're looking at a rectangle full of knives, and I'm talking without Nintendo music. It's like a review, but it's live. He says, I hate it. I don't like it. Everybody's experiencing the same weird, like we've created this very, hold on, let me reset the vibe. It's like we made like a weird liminal space here. It's so weird now. It's familiar, but something's off. Okay, now do a British accent. Here we are today at the end, the draw of the curtains. The close. We have beheld yet another Metal Complex giveaway. 2 winners, many losers. No music. It is quite disturbing. Disturbing. Yes. I don't know what we're doing here, guys. It's weird. It's funny. Okay. Well, that's it. I hope you all had a fun time. My British accent sucks. I gotta work on that. I used to be able to do Stewie. Ew, a Band-Aid. I used to be able to do that really well, and I kind of lost it. That's where I kind of default to Stewie there. Hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.